getting straight into the cake. Cherry Bakewell. Oh, I've just stabbed that through into my leg, and I'm using like a really sharp knife, like a steak knife. It's gone through like the bottom of the packaging. You see like the knife mark? Yeah. Be careful, Lucy. Okay, I will. Good evening. I wanted to say good morning. That's interesting. Good morning. Good evening. Just bear with me. I'm just getting myself some cherry bakewell cake because I'm hungry and I can't wait for dinner. It's too many hours away. Okay. Don't be late. I wasn't late today, was I? It's 8 o'clock on the dot. Look at that bit of cherry there. That looks nice. You're really not going to lick your knife, are you? Maybe. Don't let the kids see. Hi, Sherry. Sherry, I was just playing with some music and like, you hear the sirens and like I'll get a number. But I had 777 come through. So, the number was 7. So I put into YouTube 777. It came up with lyrics for Silk Sonic. And then I press play, and then I skip it. Hi Cynthia, darling. Good evening. Good evening. Or good morning. I felt like I wanted to say good morning, maybe because this is like first time that you see me today. So good morning. Good morning. Cherry Bakewell time. Anyway, let me get back to Sherry. So, Silk Sonic 777. And so I press play, and then I skip it for 7 songs. And the song that came on was the original Stars on 45, and it's got a lot of Beatles in that one. But towards the end it was like, Sherry, and I thought about you. Sherry baby, Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry baby, Sherry baby, tell me, will you come out tonight? And here you are. Good evening, Cynthia. And then we have Sadakwat. Good evening from Pakistan. Is that correct? Yes. So I was just thinking about you. I'm just getting, like, I love that when it tells me a number and I get a song. Not to listen to that song, but that's what starts off the thread. Let me have some cake. And then we've got, it's day number 4. I might have a little bit of an issue with tomorrow evening's 8 o'clock date. I'll save that for later. Only kidding. Let me enjoy this first because my taste buds have just got a hold of it. I had like a ringing in the left side of my ear when I first came on camera. You remember that you, my sister from yesterday. I do remember you. I do. I just found that bit that I was saving for later. It just popped up and then went again. It's like a big crumb somewhere down there. Here I am decorating my Christmas tree. Are you? That's fantastic. I've been decorating again today at work and rushed around because there's another crumb that just went onto the floor. To get finished because I'm going into like my weekend off, my long weekend. So I'm not in for 5 days, but my colleague is poorly. So she wasn't in today, but I was in anyway. And I'm just going to cover for her tomorrow. So I get a bit more time. I can carry on now. Even though like I finished up, but I was going to pick it up on Wednesday. So I've had to rearrange some plans. That I have for the morning, which is now going to be after work. So we'll figure it out. Even if we have to do, you know, we skip a day on the advent calendar and we catch up. It happens, doesn't it? Let me just read your comment then. Now, where do I have some glasses? Right here. My sister, my full support with your channel and my best wishes with you. Thank you very much. I will take them graciously. Right. Divine Feminines. You can go first today. Door number 4. What kind of day have you had today, Divine Feminines? I've been triggered today. I'm just sitting with it. I'm not believing it. Well, I don't know. I'm sitting with it. I'm not going to let it ruin my day just because of something that someone said to me that's triggered me. Day 4. Let's have a look. We've got a gingerbread house. A gingerbread man I'm taken to. You know the gingerbread man off of Shrek? Well, when my Emily was a baby, that was her favourite character. And she'd call him Me Man. Me Man. But she did used to call her sister Dee. Dee! It's like her name's Megan. Dee! Okay. Me Man. And it was she also piped up during my mum's funeral. She was at the back with her dad. And we held like a minute silence for my mum. And she decided to pipe up. She was 2. She had just turned 2. And it's all silent and you hear Emily going, naughty, naughty little bee. I mean, Emily has always had great pronunciation. It's like, so it was very well pronounced, but it was naughty, naughty little bee. I think it was off some kind of show that my nephew, who was like a year older, I don't know. Anyway. Divine Feminine. Fairy Picnic. A Magic Dollies story. Okay, we could do with a story. Fairy Picnic. Why do I feel a bit sniffly? Okay, right. The fairies had invited... Oh, hold on. I've missed out a whole paragraph. We've got Lily, Holly and Grace. The magic dollies were dancing around their little house, Honeysuckle Cottage. The fairies had invited them to a picnic on the enchanted isle, and the day of the picnic had finally arrived. Okay. The fairies invite the magic dollies to the fairy picnic on the sparkling shore. Fairy Rose will meet you at the entrance to the spell woods at 2 o'clock. Okay, don't be late. Holly checked their map. I can't wait, she said. We've never been to the sparkling shore before. Okay, so we've got the map. The sparkling shore is like here on the map. Okay. There we go. Just listen. And not just listen, you can't see, but I've got a candle that's really blowing. Like, there's no wind, I can hear the wind. But the candle's like reacting to the wind that's outside. That I could hear like well, it says here, just then there was a whooshing sound. They turned to see 3 little silver bags floating through the window. Holly, Grace and Lily. Look. So we could take that as a flame, like flickering. What's this? Wondered Grace. Oh look, the fairies have sent us tiny bags of sparkle dust. So exciting, said Lily. But first, it's time for us to visit Coco's costume emporium for our outfits. So dear Lily, Holly and Grace, please sprinkle this over yourselves when you arrive on the Enchanted Isle. You're in for a magical surprise. Okay. I want to tell you now a story about my last birthday that I had with Simon, my 40th birthday. It might have been the Christmas. Not sure. It was the last Christmas or my last birthday that I spent with him. He gave me like glitter. A pack of glitter. I opened it up and it was all these vials of glitter. And I looked at him and I said, what's this for? He says, you go and sprinkle that shit everywhere. Like my fairy dust. I don't know, my magic. I mean, I don't do it like physically with that because people get pissed off. Like if you cake them with glitter. If you cake them with litter, okay, well, same. Okay, right. The dollies set out across Dollytown, and when they arrived at Coco's, they whizzed up to the magical department floor. Welcome, said Coco. What can I do for you today? We need clothes for a fairy picnic, said Lily. I'd love a flowery dress. And what about you, Grace? Asked Coco. Something in silver, please. It's interesting how some of the words are highlighted and some, well, most aren't, but silver. Daisies are our silver. Buttercups are gold. And I've been dreaming of sparkly shoes, said Grace. I love clothes that are as green as the forest, said Holly. I know just the thing, exclaimed Coco. Let me show you these clothes. Grace's clothes, she's got a silver top, a silvery blue skirt, sparkly silver shoes, and a silver star hair clip. That's her clothes just there. We'll move over to not get confused as I did yesterday. Okay, Lily's just got a dress. Flowering lilac dress embroidered with flowers. And then Holly's clothes, evergreen garland, a belt made of sorrel leaves, and a frilled green jumpsuit. I wouldn't like that. I don't really like jumpsuits. I don't like all in one, get into, really. No, not at all. Just my own personal preference is not to wear a jumpsuit. No, a cat suit, Lucy, or a bat suit. No, I like those. Skin tight, yeah. I mean, you don't really walk around like with a cat or a bat suit on, do you? Not for picnics, anyway. What would I go for? Gracie's clothes, I think. Yep, beep. Oh, Lily's got accessories, a flower garland and some lilac ballet shoes. Okay, just have a look at this. They say, oh, thank you, said Grace. These are perfect outfits for a fairy picnic. And I'm taken to, hi Moon Cookie, I'm taken to number 7. Here's the page number. Moon Cookie, hello to the channel of love. Cheers, Lucy. I'm loving these lunchtime lives with Lucy. Thank you so much, my dear. Oh, you're welcome, darling. I might not be present tomorrow. Just because, I don't know. I might be. Let's carry on. Oh, there's a lot to read. Let's continue. The dollies all waved goodbye to Coco. Once outside, Holly tapped her watch to summon the shooting star train. Where would you like to go today? Said Sienna, the train driver. Lily checked the invitation. The entrance to the Spellwoods on the Enchanted Isle, please. Step aboard, said Sienna. I'll have you there in no time. And they were off. Whoosh. The shooting star sped through a sparkling tunnel and out onto the Enchanted Isle. Sienna dropped them at the edge of the Spellwoods. All was strangely quiet. Lily looked at her watch. It's 2 o'clock, she said. Fairy Rose was meant to be here to greet us. I'm sure she'll be along soon, said Holly, hopefully, gazing up. But fairies are never late. Yeah, but they've got to use their pixie dust, haven't they? They're not following the instructions. I remembered that. When you get there, use the contents of the little pouch. But fairies are never late, Lily pointed out. You're right, said Grace. It does seem odd. What about the sparkle dust? Maybe we need to sprinkle it over ourselves first. You think? They each opened up their little silver bag. Ready? Said Lily. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3, they chanted together, sprinkling the sparkle dust over their heads. They shimmered for a moment in a pool of rainbow light. Then they began to shrink down, down, down. I don't know why I'm getting quieter, but the words are getting smaller. Oh my goodness, said Holly. I can't believe it. We're fairy-sized and we've got wings. How awesome. The magic dollies fluttered up into the warm air. Isn't this amazing? Cried Grace. Let's head straight to the sparkling shore, suggested Lily. So they flew on. Excuse me, my throat got extremely blocked then, on page number 11. Oh look, like Mary Poppins here. So they flew on over the woods, but it wasn't long before their mission watches began to flash. Okay. Mission control here. There's an emergency on the enchanted isle. The enchanted isle. 3 ogres. It's talking about Shrek. 3 ogres are on their way to the picnic. If they aren't stopped, all the fairy creatures will be in danger. The ogres are furious they haven't been invited to the picnic. Mission control went on. Last time, they ate all the food and terrified the other guests. The fairies are doing everything they can to stop them, but nothing's working. Where are the ogres now? Asked Holly. They were last seen stampeding around the fairy ring. But you'll need to hurry, they're moving fast. Okay. The magic dolly sped on to the fairy ring, and in the distance they could hear the thump, thump, thump of the ogre's footsteps. The trees began to quiver and shake. An ogre's coming into view now, said Grace. It's like a moving mountain. Look, said Holly. The fairies are fighting back. They're firing spells from the treetops. But the spells made no difference. The ogres just kept crashing through the trees. Quick, over here, called a voice. And there was Fairy Rose, waving for the magic dollies to join her. I'm so glad you're here, she said. We can't stop the ogres, even with our stinkwort spell. They hate the smell of it, and it's never failed us before. What are we going to do? The magic dolly sat in thought for a while. I know, said Lily. I've got my book on magical potions. Maybe something in there will help. At that moment, one of the ogres let out a loud sneeze. Ah-choo! Rather pathetic. Yeah, but come on. I'm not reading to a kid, am I? Let's have some cake. No, let's finish the story. Shaking the branches of the tree with mighty force. Then another sneezed, and another. These ogres all have terrible colds, said Grace. I really hope we don't get hit by ogre snot. Hang on, said Lily. I've just thought of something. If the ogres have colds, maybe that's why the stinkwort smells aren't working. Yes, of course, said Fairy Rose, but I don't know what else we can do. I'm sure I have a potion for this, said Lily, leafing through her book. Aha, here we go. Okay, how to cure an ogre cold. I was going to say, I'll send this to my colleague, but she's not an ogre. But she's under the weather. Okay, this recipe makes enough medicine for one ogre. The ingredients: 10 snarkle leaves torn into pieces, 8 dream petals, 3 drops of silver birch sap, 5 crushed dewberries, and juice from a pixie apple. Okay, step 1. Pound the ingredients into a mixture. Step 2. Add the juice from the pixie apple last of all. Then stir. Step 3. Roll the mixture into a ball and feed it to the ogre. I'll tell the other fairies we're making a potion, said Fairy Rose, fluttering away. Be as quick as you can, she added. The ogres are starting to cross the silver stream. We don't have much time. Grace and Holly flew through the spell woods like the wind, gathering ingredients. Lily pounded and stirred the mixture before shaping it into balls. Now we need to fly as fast as we can to the ogres, said Holly, and throw the cold cures at the last moment. With luck, the ogres will gobble them up. But as they flew, they saw that the ogres were very nearly at the sparkling shore. Are you ready, magic dollies? Said Holly. Let's take on these ogres. Lily and Grace threw their medicine balls first, one at each ogre, aiming straight for their mouths. 2 ogres down, called Grace. Holly took aim at the last ogre. She pulled back her arm and flung her medicine ball. Just as the ogre turned his head, the ball began to drop to the ground. Oh no, thought Holly, it's not going to work. At the last moment, the ogre caught the ball in his great fist, popped it into his mouth, and greedily gulped it down. Yes. At once the fairies flew in, casting their stinkwort spells at the ogres. As each spell struck the ogres, they took a deep breath and bellowed. Then they turned and ran back to their mountain home. Hooray, cried Holly. We've defeated the ogres. She looked down to see the fairy creatures on the beach, dancing and laughing. There's just one problem, said Lily. The picnic's been scattered by the ogre's sneezes. The fairy hedgehog started sniffling, and the rabbits began to cry. Aha, said Fairy Rose. Now, that's what magic is for. She waved her wand over the picnic. At once the air was filled with rainbow sparkles, and when they cleared, all the fairy creatures gave a great cheer. Time to feast, said Fairy Rose. We're nearly there, guys. The magic dolly stayed until the sun set across the sea. We'd best be going home now, said Lily. Thank you so much for inviting us to the picnic. Thank you for helping us fight the ogres, said Fairy Rose. We couldn't have done it without you. The magic dollies flew back across the spellwoods. As they touched down, Holly could feel herself growing and stretching. She looked over her shoulder just as her wings disappeared into a cloud of sparkles. Then together they rode the shooting star train back to Dollytown. The usual place, Mayor, said Lily, smiling at the owner. Oh, the usual place. It says the usual, please, Mayor, said Lily, smiling at the owner of the Cupcake Cafe, because they like to go for hot chocolate, don't they? We've had a busy day battling ogres. Enjoy, said Mayor, when she brought over their frothy hot chocolates. It sounds as though you've earned these. I think we really have, laughed Lily. The magic dollies put their arms around each other and grinned. Magic dollies forever, they chanted. I like the magic dollies. Divine Feminine. What do we make of that? Have we been defeating the ogres today? Triggering them. Anyway, let's get a tarot card. Okie dokie. The Psychic Tarot. I quite like having this book as my surface. It's like a little table. Okay. I'll just settle into the energy. There's lots going on before Christmas. That's all I can say. Okay, so maybe we won't know much more apart from we're going to be occupied. We've got the waiting game. So it's like you're not really going to be like waiting. Because you're going to be occupied. There's a lot going on. But we have this energy here. The waiting game. So who's playing the waiting game? I feel there's some masculine's energy there on the outskirts. Something's got to come into alignment. I feel it has something to do with the planets. I don't know too much about the planets. It's not my area of expertise or study. But coming out of this hourglass, it's like in the last hour, the final hour, 2 hours. The waiting game. Felt the energy I couldn't wait. to have my cake. I feel like somebody has to wait. Roles have reversed. Who's waiting now? Jeez. So it's just, that has the word game. It's, I don't feel the Divine Feminine's playing any game. Or is keeping anyone like waiting. I don't feel that energy. So let's get another couple. We have the base chakra. It's a very grounded energy. Like so grounded that it's like this has been like cultivated out of the ground, and it's like kept safe. Not a test tube, but I suppose it's like them vials that I was explaining with like pixie dust in them. So this is like being kept safe. It's protected. So this balancing out, he's managed to get over onto here. I mean, there's quite a few. Oh, you know what it is? It's like fucking Shrek. Layers. Like an onion. Ogres. Okay, so I'd say with the base chakra here, the feminine is grounded and she's not to be disturbed. You know what that feels like? It feels like a new tree of life, a tree of wisdom. And it's like being protected for future generations. It's not being protected from future generations. It's being protected from this generation. So I feel like something's going to align, like Mother Earth. She'll do something. To bring alignment, but the Divine Feminine, it's not going to rock you, rock your world. Don't rock the boat, baby, rock the boat. Don't tip the boat over. So, because you're so grounded, you're not going to be destabilized. You're not going to be made to feel unstable. The base chakra. Harmony. This protection, this connection is under divine protection, because I'm feeling this is the feminine's, it's got growth on there, which means it had strong foundations to be able to grow, like grow new wisdom. It's more about you grow through what you go through, rather than just healing and returning back to the state that you was at before you were hurt. We're talking about growing through this, because going back to the state before, that was unstable. So I feel this is the masculine here, but something about turning it around, turning things around. Strong foundations. That has nothing to do with your external circumstances, situation. It's to do with no matter what happens within your life, that you maintain stability. It's like seeking instability until you become stable. One of the Rumi messages say that. And then you'll be unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable. It has something to do with, you can see like the growth here on the boa above them. Layers. What's coming through is, could you love an ogre? And I was taken to the story, and it's like, okay, they tried to like get rid of them with like a stink smell, and then they're poorly, like the ogres are. It's like, they've actually tried talking to them, the ogres, and you know, find out what's really going on. We've got destiny. Now this highlights how it's like the feminine is in this protective cycle. Circle, cycle. True story. Hi Mariah. How are you doing, darling? Seven. There's 7 images there of the divine feminine, and then if you have a look here, it's a bit sketchy, but they're there. But I feel like this bottom part here is what's coming out of the bottom part here. It feels like it's drip feeding down. I feel like when you flip that though, it's like he is to drip down his knowledge as well, wisdom. It's like it's not one-sided. They need to be equal. The hour has come. Did you hear the train confirm that? It's about bringing things into balance. Okay. Should we go over to the masculine's advent calendar? Let's look at the bottom of the deck. I want some more of my cake. Rejoice in celebration. You are my destiny. You can rejoice that you found the one. They do exist. I found the one. Let's have some cake to celebrate. Look how gooey this is. Oh. I feel in no rush. Yes, Mariah. We will catch up. You drive into a job interview. Okay. I was just about to put these cards away. Let's go to, angel prayers for the masculine. What does the masculine pray for? Divine Masculines, what do you actually pray for? I'm going to find out. I'm actually singing the song, Let there be love shed among us. Let there be love in our eyes. Hi, Dog and Squirrel. Merry Christmas to you. We pray for a Merry Christmas, do you? Oh, that's lovely. Hi, Overlord. How are we doing today? We pray for a Merry Christmas. What does that entail for you? What kind of makes up a Merry Christmas for you? Let's see what the cards say. They've got really light. You're doing good, Overlord? Well, that's good to hear or to read. Okay. Let's get an angel prayer for the Divine Masculines. Don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. Have you been meditating? Oh. Don't hate, meditate. Mindfulness. I feel that there's like the masculines, rather than like using spiritual words, are more inclined to use words like mindfulness and resonate with the law of attraction. That's just what I found personally. Mindfulness. Let's read this message. Don't hate, meditate. Anytime you feel overwhelmed by anger or frustration, close your eyes and connect with the angels around you. They are a great part of your life, and they want you to remove the feelings that aren't serving you so that you can have a deeper and richer connection with them. Meditate and connect with heaven to extend your awareness so you can become more aware of who surrounds you on an energetic level. The expanded interpretation. You're really independent as a soul, and it's wonderful how self-sufficient you are. But the angels are encouraging you to spend some time meditating and welcoming their help and the help of God, so that you can be a co-creator of your world in their light and that of your creator. Anytime you find yourself about to use the hate word, close your eyes for a few moments and focus on something that makes you feel safe, free, and blessed. Something you love. Cookies. You like cookies? Dog and Squirrel? You like that about Christmas? Cookies. Are the cookies meant to be for you, or they're meant to be for Santa? Have you been nibbling on Santa's cookies? Let's open up door number 4. Oh, that's the number of the Divine Masculine. Card number 4 in the tarot. There it is, orange. Around the world with the snail and the whale. We have another story here. Okay. I reckon we're going to be easy peasy this one. There's not so much reading to do in the masculines. Okay. A tiny snail. The little sea snail longs to travel the world and explore lots of wonderful places. Will you join her on her journey? Follow the path through this book to go on an amazing adventure around the world and meet lots of new friends. I'm up for this. I'm good for travelling around the world, meeting lots of new friends. What will you need for the journey? Passport? That's it really. Toothbrush. Don't forget the toothbrush. Passport, toothbrush. You can get the other stuff, can't you, if you need it? That's all I need. Passport. Maybe a bit of money. Don't forget to bring the essentials like clothes and a toothbrush. Okay, I've got to take clothes. Well, I'll have the clothes I'll be wearing, but you can get clothes, can't you? A couple of pairs of underwear. Okay. Did you know? Tell me. Okay. Oh, it says draw everything you want to take with you in the box below. Don't forget to bring the essentials like clothes and a toothbrush. Too excited. Don't forget those. So that's what you've got to do there. Draw what you're taking. Okay, did you know sea snails have soft bodies covered by hard shells to protect them? It's that hard, isn't it? Being protected within that hourglass. And did you know, as a snail grows, its shell grows too. So the bigger the shell, the older the snail. Did you know that? I didn't know that. How many snails can you count on this rock? Write your answer in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? Next. On the tail of the whale, the snail meets a great big grey-blue humpback whale who agrees to give her a lift around the world on the end of his tail. Did you know the tail of a humpback whale is unique, just like a human fingerprint? I didn't know that. Did you know whales breathe through blowholes in the top of their heads, making a huge water spray? Draw the whale's water spray above. I did know that. And did you know humpback whales are one of the largest animals on Earth? Didn't really think about it, but yeah, I can see how. Penguin puzzle. There are lots of penguins playing on the icebergs, but can you find the one that looks like this? Yeah, it's just there. Didn't take long, did it? He's there. See? Just joking. Okay. Why didn't the penguin jump off the iceberg? Because he got cold feet. Can you resonate with that, Divine Masculines? There's a lot that goes on under the iceberg, isn't it? People only see like above the iceberg. What goes on below it? And did you know other animals, that one was just joking about the cold feet, not really. Did you know other animals also enjoy the cold climate, such as seals and some species of seabirds? I want to have a look at the iceberg. Below the iceberg. It's raining. It's been raining all day. What on earth are you typing in there? Oh. So, we'll look at this one. The iceberg illusion. This one looks good. I can't read that. Yeah, we can have a look at this one. This is study inspiration from a Cambridge student, the success iceberg. So, we've got the iceberg, and at the top it says success. Underneath, what people don't see: hard work, persistence, occasional late nights, discipline, rejections, courage, criticism, changes, risks. Good habits, innovation, dedication, passion, honesty. That's all under the iceberg. This one here, hear that pussy cat? Is it wet out there, Luna? I think it's Luna. Success is an iceberg, what people see. Success. Under it, persistence, failure, sacrifice, disappointment, discipline, hard work, dedication. What people don't see. Golden sands. Next. They visit somewhere much warmer with fiery mountains and golden sands. Oh, it's just too funny. Okay, did you know dolphins travel together in groups called pods? They love to play and leap about in the water. Oh, dear. It is here. What is here? Colour in the fiery lava erupting from the volcano. Don't hate, meditate. Okay. Did you know crabs like to live on sandy beaches and in rock pools? They have 8 legs and walk sideways with their claws in the air. Can you walk like a crab? And did you know sea turtles can live for up to 100 years? Well, so can tortoises. So, yeah. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Whoa. That doesn't work. The snail and the whale meet lots of ocean creatures too, including fish, octopuses, and even sharks. Okay, how many legs does the octopus have? Does it say that? Write your answer in the box. 8. Did you know, so the number 8's coming out quite a bit. Did you know sharks have many rows of teeth? If they lose a tooth, another one moves forward to replace it. Geez, us humans could do with that. Let's tap in with, well, I could. Fill in some gaps. Okay, can you colour in some of their new underwater friends? I can, but not at this present moment. Okay, let's get through this. Make a deep sea picture. Follow the instructions to create your very own underwater scene. What you're going to need: a pencil, some white paper, some white card, wax crayons, safety scissors, watercolour paints, pot of water, thick paintbrush. What to do? Paint your piece of white card yellow. Draw some sea creatures onto your white paper and cut them out to make stencils. You can copy or trace some of these creatures or draw your own. There's quite a bit to this. Doesn't sound as easy as making like the fairy wand. Anyway, place some of your stencils on painted yellow card. Use light blue paint. Paint a wash over the pencils and yellow background. You will need to hold the stencils in place while you paint so they don't move. Leave the stencils on the card whilst the paint dries. So, masculines, listen to these instructions because like men are known for not, like for skipping. Like, make your own stencils, okay? It says to do a wash over. Paint a wash over the stencils and yellow background. And then you need to hold the stencils in place while you paint, and then leave the stencils until it's dried. Remove your stencils, then place some more. That's after it's dried. Remember that part. Remove your stencils, then place some stencils in the remaining space on the card. Paint a dark blue wash over everything and leave it to dry. Jeez. Carefully peel off your remaining stencils to reveal your underwater creatures. Use your crayons to draw eyes and scales and other details on your creatures to finish your underwater scene. That's it. Leave the guys to do that one. Right, let's get some tarot cards for the masculine's energy. How long have we been on for? 56 minutes? What do I make of that? I don't know, but I'm tying the ribbon. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree, if you still want me. So for when they come back after war, tie a yellow ribbon. They're returning. We go to these cards. The resurrection. The resurrection of the connection that's under protection. My back's got really tense all of a sudden. I feel like someone's been working hard because I just saw the it's what goes on under the iceberg. Yeah. Dedication, late nights, working hard. But you might have to just give yourself a little bit of a break. Take some time to meditate, connect, because my back is like really, it's tense. Light as a kite. Okay, moving on. So that will explain why, like, working hard. If you're moving on, that's to a different location. What do you need to take with you? Don't forget your clothes and your toothbrush. It's like a new adventure. So it is exciting, but it just doesn't feel like that at the moment. And someone's sick of playing games. Stupid games. With stupid people. Okay, don't hate, meditate. Okay. Oh, someone is really sick of playing like stupid games with, they're just unawakened muggles. It's like, be nice. It's like, you can try to be nice, but yeah. I was coming through, it's like, I get you. So maybe you're not resonating with the people. Like, I've had a bit of a day like that. I actually made the comment to my daughter. So I'm just like, I just feel I'm not like gelling too well with the muggles. I did say that. And she did say to me, she said, I have given like a few looks myself today. It's like, you just, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Don't go where they hang out. The non-magical folk. Well, they are magical, but they don't believe it, so. They're not going to experience it. They're only going to experience what they believe. Let's carry on. Okay, yeah, let's carry on to, the legacy. 10 of Pentacles. I mean, this is your life we're talking about. It's like the story that's going to be told about you. It's about changing like character, because you get to choose what story you live, and you can change your character, you can change your personality, you can change it so that it's a pleasing personality. So you can like change it from a horror movie to a love story. You just decide that I don't want to play that character anymore. You might want to play like the hero rather than being the victim. You get to choose. Anyway, lots happening. I felt the energy of a lot happening before Christmas. So, okay. The masculine, first of all, a sting. Someone's been stung. It's from a non-magical one, because I can hear someone saying, how could you do that to me? It's like this person doesn't have a heart. So how could you do that? Fear takes over, the ego takes over. That's who runs the show. Okay, so yoga energy is coming through. 2109. It doesn't even say that, Lucy. It's 2101. It's a 901. It's a time. We've got 8 of wands. 8. I was here at 8. I wasn't late. Not today. Oh, there's that growth. You know, like in the bottom half of the hourglass. So it's like someone coming in on the 11th hour. That's what they say, isn't it? Because like the 12th hour is, I don't know, time's out. So it's coming in on the 11th hour. Is that what that means? Well, coming in on the 8th hour. Hi, Krishu. Is that how I say that? Pronounce that. Hi. I hope you're having a lovely day. That looks like an iceberg there. Success. After all the hard work, dedication, what was coming through before I went off on some tangent was the waiting game. So you won't be waiting like forever. How to play these cards. I'll tell you how I play with these cards. So they're tarot cards, and you guys can play with these cards as well. Just some people don't find it easy to say what comes through. Like, so, I'll be given feelings that I've felt before, and I will feel drawn, when I look at the pictures, I feel drawn to, an idea comes into mind, or something that it resonates with. So it's really tapping into your intuition. And the best people I've found to give these cards to is like a 4-year-old. They say what they see. There's no filter. So, how to play. You don't need to know the card meanings. I tend to say to people, just what's going on in the picture. Just say what you see. What do you see? I see a masculine waiting for his ship to come in. Hard-working hands, look. That's what I see. That's the card of manifesting. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's go round again. Maybe we'll turn back the hands of time. Let's go round again. One more time. Tower. What do you see? Iceberg. I spy an iceberg, and what's been built on it is a tower, and, well, fire, 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 fire. Pour on water, pour on water. London's burning, London's burning. Fetch the engines. Someone who's always putting out fires. So that'd be the person who's always, I'm done with the muggle shit. Dramas, fires. Always having to be the one to deal with that, deal with this. No more. Why the fuck are there fires anyway? You have to look at your point of attraction. Your environment. It's like, as within, so without. Your state of being within is reflected in your outer state of being, environment. Because you attract to you, law of attraction. You attract to you, well, like attracts like. It's like change your vibration, fantastic. You can do that. But then everything that's out of vibration from your new vibration is going to have to go. That one you might struggle with. But if you're not in alignment, it's like you can't hang out with the haters if you want to be an advocate for love. How's that going to work? It's not, is it? The haters are going to really fucking hate you. You're going to irritate and grind, great, on them fuckers. And then you'll start to notice there's a hell of a lot of haters. This character here is surrendering. Look, it's like, I surrender. Love conquers all. Don't feel we're going to have to wait too long for that to be shown to the world. That love will conquer all. This is building like a well, what's built, this success, iceberg, didn't do the groundwork. I feel the energy of actually going into the connection together, like, and this isn't the divine feminine, divine masculine, this is a toxic situation, ungrounded, unprepared. Unbalanced within oneself that wasn't thinking straight. But what's coming through is you need to straighten things out now. Is that a waiting game? That circle, inner circle. That needs to be straightened out now. I want to know, how did she come out wearing her crown? This is the person that was really cruel and nasty. Because it's like stung this masculine. He's lost his crown. It's like he's lost his livelihood. He's lost his masculinity. So he's been emasculated, humiliated, deteriorated, so he's aged. The relationship has actually aged, this masculine, and you know, I was feeling like the ache on the body, feeling it, rather than feeling, you know, full of vitality. He doesn't feel full of vitality because he doesn't feel vital, but he is vital, but to sort out problems. But his soul is vital. So she comes out with a crown on her head, and he looks like he's diving deep. But I do have to say, the masculine here ignored the signs. Or it's his own doing. There's finger pointing. The arrow, look at the arrow. So she's passed the buck. She's put the blame on him. Blamed him for everything. Well, that would do it. That would make someone not want to ever go back to that situation again. Because that's a lesson that the masculine needed to learn. He's going to fuck them all off. He's going to fuck them off. Okay. Fuck them off. Truly. Angry. Don't hate. Meditate. It's like they've done you a favour. What, by destroying your life? Yeah, you get to rebuild your way. The tower. You're on the wrong path. The tower only strikes when you're on the wrong path, and you will not move like your butt onto the right path. So, you tell people's future? I wouldn't. I don't. No. I give, and you're in control of your own future. The cards will predict future outcomes if certain steps are taken, if the guidance is followed. It's like the saying about ignorance is bliss. It's very true. Most people don't want to do the work. But they're going to have like a shocking wake-up call. Shocking. He's not waiting for his ship to come in anymore. So he's not waiting like for someone to come and rescue him. He's got his coat on. He's got the world in his hand. He's feeling stable. You see that one there? It's secure. He's got another wand here. Okay, so he's like good to offer himself, because he is vital. And it's like the energy of what does he bring to the table. It's a different kind of world. Bottom of the deck, where we offer love. Got to cross over that stream now. So it took me to the story of the feminines with the ogre. Is this God in the card? Did you feel it was God in the card? What is God? Who is God? What does God look like? Or is it just an image that's made up in the mind? For me, it's divine energy. It's God's source, universal intelligence, energy. Ask and you shall receive. You put the request out. if you trust that it's answered and have faith, so it is. But if you don't believe, well, believing is the first step. Belief. Belief in better. Okay, so we have the feminine here, Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine, with her sunflower and her black cat, predicting the future. Hear the sirens? And then we have the masculine here. Like the burdens would just get heavier. And even though he feels ashamed, I mean, you can feel the weight on his back. He's got good, strong legs, though. I was going to say stocky legs, but it's more about taking stock. And then moving to the Chariot. That's just waiting for a divine nudge. And seeing as the stars are there, I feel this is the energy of being connected with the planets. What was that? Planets. The masculine and feminine here, the Sphinx, solving the riddle. So it would just be a moment where it's like, okay, I know what I need to do, where I need to be. And it's the summoning energy here of the Divine Feminine. Because she'll tell you the truth. He's got wings. If you look here underneath her throne, you see the butterfly there wanting to be free. And then you've got like little Cupid. He's in love. It's a Divine Masculine's energy. He's got wings. Did you get hold of some pixie dust? It's got wings. But when I said at the beginning about the wind outside and the candle flickering, have a look at the leaves. Well, the trees. I felt the energy of like the ogre, the person that's heartless, comes across as being just cold, hurt people. They don't have to. We've all been hurt, but it's like they haven't processed through their emotions. We've got swords, the sun, cups, pentacles, wheel of fortune, pentacles. Oh, you're on your way. Cups, the magician. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. Yeah. Did you say pixie dust? I most definitely did, Mariah. And a little bit of pixie dust. Hi, Shelbell. How are you doing today? What is that a snowman? It's a cute little snowman. Cheers. Cheers to Christmas. I'm not sure whether to start wrapping my presents now. And like put them under the tree, or whether to wait until later. Unicorn and pony kisses. I love it. We just keep shuffling these cards. They feel heavy now. We got the world. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole wide world in our hands. Let's finish with a Divine Feminine card. And then I'm going to go, what's the time? Okay. And then I'm going to go and start to cook dinner. I want to see why your soul selected. Okay. We're getting energy card as well. I could sit here all evening and talk to you. Excuse me, but I have things to do. Food to cook. We're getting an energy card first. I feel like I want to yawn. That's not like me. I was talking to somebody today. Actually, it's a person that triggered me. And so I'm starting to notice all these things. It's like, I noticed he was yawning as I was talking. I feel like his character is behaving in a way that I've not really picked up on before. I'm like not really liking it. I'm going to choose not to say anything though. I'm just going to distance myself a little bit. We have Magician and the Mirror. It's in reverse. Why is this in reverse? Card number 53. Knowing and using your true power. It's in reverse. The Magician and the Mirror reversed, is warning you that you may be missing a great opportunity. The time is right, but you're not taking advantage of the creative energy of this cycle. You do have the power to transform things for yourself, to create something new, whether a home, business, family, or life direction. You may be resistant to or even disbelieving of the unlimited power you possess, but it's time to wake up. The misinformation and perceived limitations that linger from the past can no longer sustain you. Your life is the mirror that reflects your inner energy, as within, so without. So your life is the mirror that reflects your inner energy, yet you have the ability to change what you see. You must fully open up to the complete truth of your eternal wisdom, talents, and abilities, and take the risk of believing in yourself. Now is the time to dig deep. Find the confidence and courage within to make the most of this opportune cycle. You have all the resources you need, and the unlimited force of the universe is at your disposal. It's waiting for you to recognize and ignite the phenomenal powers that are eternally yours. Fucking fantastic, I say. Affirmation: I have all the power I need to create the destiny I desire. Magic happens when I live in consciousness and my eternal truth. Okay. You've made it to Idabel. Okay. I'll speak to you soon, Mariah. Are you off now for your interview? Are you off now? I mean, are you going to your interview? I don't know why I'm watching my words. I don't really want to watch my words. I like them just to flow. Bye for now. Much love. Much love, Mariah. Have fun at your interview. Okay, let's see what divine feminine energy the soul is selecting. Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. I'm searching for that real love. Someone to call my own. Yeah, real love. Teresa, let's have your message, please. I feel like someone's got so much to say. 35. Let's see when your soul selects her card. Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew intimately about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to if we're willing to go inward. She not only emphasized the need to meditate and to pray in order to reach that innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructed the sisters of her convent on how to discern the presence of the soul or of a saint or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within us. She had a bookmark that supposedly read, "If you have God, you will want for nothing. God alone suffices." This emphasizes the wisdom of her experience. Nothing less than divine love will satiate a seeker, especially once you have met it from within. She urges us to meditate, to pray, to go inward and meet with the presence of the soul. This really does sum up this reading. She urges us to meditate, don't hate, meditate, to pray. I ask, what do you Divine Masculines pray for? A Merry Christmas, I was told. St. Teresa is a church I went to growing up where there is no coincidences, only God incidences. So she urges us to meditate, to pray, to go inward and meet with the presence of the soul. And then she asks for us to believe that it is real and that the answers we find are real. She asks us to move that inner truth out into the world with confidence and conviction. The soul voice meditation. What does love feel like in my body? Nice. The intention. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real because I felt it. Okay, sirens outside. Enough with the fires, with the emergencies. Jeez. Okay. Right, that's that then. 1.5 hours. I will talk to you guys soon. I don't know if that's going to be like tomorrow evening. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. It's like no need to have like a panic attack. No emergency. I'm alive. I won't be kicking. I'll be chilling. All good. Hi, Chris. Coming at the last minute there, Chris. Hi, Omar. Does that say hey? He's hey, beauty. Hi. Okay. Right. Well, I'm done with chatting now. So it was a pleasure, as it always is. We'll have some coffee. Oh my. Where are you from? I'm from England. Where are you from, Omar? Is that what your name is? Sherry, bye. I've been here, finished my tree, and made dinner. All in an hour and a half. Okay. Well, I will talk to you guys soon, and that's that. That's a wrap. Okay, my eyes are tired. I'm going to rest tonight. I'm going to rest tonight. I mean, it is 9:30. I've got dinner to do. I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest well tonight, apparently, whilst I do the things that I need to do. Russia, hi. Hello, Russia, from England. Right. Cheerio then. Take care, much love. Bye for now.